wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better some better words.
One take,
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Easy Money Cast on the EDCAST podcast, episode 5, with special guest, the one and only Jasso.
Yes,
say
sir.
what's up, fam.
What up, fam? What up? How y'all doing today? How you doing today, Edgar?
Boy, I'm doing good. I'm,
Good.
glad to have you here. Mi casa, su casa. You
Yes,
already
sir.
know that. And, yeah, bro, I'm excited about having you here, man. How you been?
I've been good. I took a good nap today. Cause I went to San Angelo last night.
Right.
And I got back I left at 10:30 in the morning from over there. I got back, I got here at 12. But I didn't go to sleep last night till 4 in the morning. So I got back. I woke up at 9. I left at 10:30 and got back. As soon as I got here, I took a nap.
Did you have like a date or something, or just?
We went to a dance.
Okay.
I met a friend over there and we went to a
Okay,
dance.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I was kind of hungover this morning.
I took a nap earlier. Went to work for a little
Yeah.
bit. Went to run a couple laps. Got home. I was watching some Ozarks and then passed out. And then I was like, oh my God, I gotta go get the laptop ready. I gotta come in here, delete a bunch of files because I'm flooded, man. But you hit me up.
Yes,
I was,
sir.
already in here working on, deleting stuff and yeah, bro, it was good. It was a good time, man. So how you been though?
I've been good, man. Life been treating me good. Life's been treating me real good. I feel like. Life's always been. I feel like just recently it has been treating me really, really good.
I feel like
nothing crazy's happened to me or you know what I mean?
bad.
Nothing bad has happened to me.
Nothing bad. I know that at some point you got COVID.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, how was that, bro?
Bro, oh my gosh, that was probably the worst part of my life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So you felt like some serious effects. You felt
Yeah, I
as
did.
you
Well, I
feel-
wasn't I didn't go to the hospital or anything because
Right.
some people once they get sick, they got really sick and they went to the hospital. They couldn't breathe and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But I had gotten sick. It felt like the flu to me. And then after, how I'm an athlete, so
Right.
I never really felt any effects on my body or
Right.
I've always been pretty healthy throughout my whole life. So when after the aftermath of it, I had chest pains and I had stuff. So that's when I was living in San Angelo.
Right.
And while I was there, I didn't feel like myself. It gave me I had bad anxiety.
Afterwards.
Bad. Yeah, afterwards.
That's crazy.
I was anxious about anything. During work, I remember at HEB, I would be working, and then all of a sudden I can feel my chest kind of hurting, and then I couldn't breathe, and then I would have to step out. And I would just get random anxiety attacks. And I know you're saying about the questions on I know how you said on your Instagram.
Right.
And you're showing me the questions, how people are hey, answer these questions or ask me some questions for
Right.
and I saw that anxiety one and I was like, that fits.
That's
I was that was
question.
so perfect for me because bro, I remember I had on really bad anxiety from it.
Damn.
It was pretty bad.
But do you think it was just shortly after you recovered that you had that, or is it you think it's still is it?
It's still kind of present. I can still it's more controlled now. I can
Right.
control it in a way.
The exact definition of anxiety, I wouldn't know how to pinpoint that.
It's not
how do
really.
you-
It's not really I wouldn't say there's a definition for it.
Right.
Because there's not. Because everyone goes through something different.
It's kind of like a piece of it's kind of part fear, part
Yes, bro.
part,
everything I did, anything just going out, I would have the fear of okay, I'm probably gonna get sick again. You know what I mean? Or
right.
I don't I just would think the worst. When you get anxiety, you think the worst. Your brain and your head, you just think.
Your gauges start to go. And
Yeah, and you're you think the worst thing possible. Oh man, I'm about to die. You know what I mean? Or just anything I did, I would always think of the worst thing possible.
I have felt anxiety maybe once or twice, not really, but I know what it's like.
But I've learned to cope with it
Right.
in a way. Even doing something like this, I can still feel it.
Right.
But like, I mean,
Yeah, you were nervous.
I ain't gonna lie. They can probably tell.
I was like, bro, no one's here. You know? I remember I brought Jeanette to do a mic test with me. Jeanette came in here. She did a mic test. I was like, hey, I got a mic and I'm trying to hook it up. Can you come in here and be my guest for 2 minutes and just to record some sound? Yeah. And bro, she was shaking.
For real?
She was shaking.
Bro,
she
bro.
was like,
nah, I'm chilling now. It's just at the beginning. Like at the beginning.
Like, hey, we got special guest Janetti in the house, and then she's all like, she started saying stuff. Like she sounded so nervous.
You're like your throat like kind of like clogs up, and then, bro, you can't say nothing. But I mean, like I used to be like that. I mean, even in high school,
right?
Like I wouldn't say I was like. It wasn't my thing. Like just talking in front of people and stuff like that.
It was never
my thing, bro. Like even like when we had speech class and stuff like that. Did you ever take that class?
No, but now that I think about it, I should have joined like the debate team. I mean, back then I thought those things were lame. Like
me too.
You know, loser FFA people. You know, like you gotta learn.
No offense to the people out there.
Right. You gotta learn the creed, and then you gotta. I was like, nobody's trying to do that.
Nah, yeah.
But
that wasn't my thing.
I feel like. Now, as I look back, I feel like there's a benefit to all that. Like,
for sure. Like, I kind of wish I would have done something like that. Like something to like help me do like.
I feel like it teaches you the skill. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
That's the skill of being able to get to a point or explain something. You got an issue and then you bring it up and then you're pretty straightforward and you know how to word it. Like I have this issue with at work. I'll have an issue and then I'll send an email and I'll word it a certain way and I'm like, how do I'm trying to eliminate a whole paragraph. I want to do a sentence and then I'll shoot it to our purchasing agent and then she'll narrow it down, but she words it right. I'm like, God,
dude, I envy those people. Like I low key envy those people that like I have like good vocabulary and like
Well, it's just like stuff. They know how to phrase it in a way that you don't have to say much. You could just.
And I was never really good at like English class where you have to like write a paper or whatever, like write an essay. Bro, oh my gosh, dude, I literally envy those people who just write down like
they'll
anything
down
and everything,
like
and it's so perfect. It looks so nice.
It's almost like they're narrating the
dude,
or something, on Netflix. with Joe Goldberg.
Yeah,
or something like they
I haven't watched the second season or the
third.
The third season. Now. I watched the first and the second one, but I haven't seen the third one.
The third one is alright, but first.
But then like how like I work at HEB, like even like talking to customers, like you gotta be able to know how to talk to them in a way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like and then you meet so many different people, like so many different personalities.
And you
like
just
and you never
be like you don't want them to catch you off guard. You want to
exactly. You want to know what they want and what they're asking for.
Exactly. If they ask you a question, you like bam.
Yeah,
I got an answer.
And then there's still things that I don't even know. Like when they ask me something, or if they're looking for something, or where can I go to do this, or like if I need to, you know what I mean? It's just stuff like that. Like. I don't got all the answers.
Well, same here. Like I was just telling my boss, I was like, she wants me to like take care of a few, people when they come and ask her questions. Now she's gonna direct them to me, and I'm like, well, I guess a lot of times I don't know the answer, but I know how to figure it out on my own. It's like, okay, that's all I care about. Right? That's
one thing I hate about myself too is I don't like asking for help. Like I want to be able to do it myself.
Right.
But I mean, like. There's people that would love to help you. I mean,
and so you work at HEB. This is one of the top retailers in the food industry in Texas. And it's one of my personal favorite spots.
You like going to HEB?
Oh, dude, I love the spot.
I know, bro.
Especially the one in Cove.
I remember seeing this thing on Twitter or whatever. They're saying like off-brand, like never get the off-brand or whatever because it's nasty or whatever. But like when they say like the HEB brand, the HEB brand goes hard, right? Yeah. Like everything they do and like everything they make.
The
Hill Country, yeah.
I even like the off-brand sodas that HEB.
Because I know like what's the off-brand thing for Walmart? What is it called?
It's I know what it is, dude. Now I have to know. It's
Great Value.
Great Value.
You don't want to buy anything Great Value. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Like Great Value doesn't sound like something you would.
Right. Off-brand at HEB, you can't go wrong. And then, at the one you work, I always go and they have like a bunch of like hot sauces. And
And then the meal simples go.
Have
you ever tried the meal simples?
Yeah, they're always bugging me. They're like, you want to try? But every time I go shop, I just, I had eaten before or ate before.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you
never want to go in. This is out here every time with the customers. Like, you never want to come in here hungry because then you'll buy like so much groceries.
That is true. Yeah. And it happens a lot. I'll go in there for one item. And you've seen me come in,
That's what I always tell me. They're like, yeah, only came here for one item, and they got a whole basket full.
I came here to spend $5, and I left spending 95 or 130 or whatever. I mean, there's so much variety, and I feel like there's a lot of good stuff that I like to eat there.
Yeah, me too.
And then they got the sushi.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like working there, because
And now they have it in Lampasas, so.
Oh yeah, I got the sushi. In
at times I'll run there and I'll grab it for lunch.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of sushi.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not the raw fish. Like, it doesn't seem appealing.
Fish.
It doesn't, but no, like I like fried fish, like catfish. Salmon's good. Salmon's really good.
Salmon's pretty good. I'm not much of a seafood guy, but is it the drink? Yeah, because the first time like I had, I don't know what it was I had, but I kept burping.
Yeah, that's
I
drink.
was like, oh my
that's why
gosh,
I like going to the side over here, so like y'all don't like.
And then my mic, it captures like a lot of sound. I see the waves, and then like boom, 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 and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Nah, I don't want to burp into the mic. That's so rude.
So hopefully my vocals don't sound too terrible.
I know.
Hopefully you guys can hear me well, and if you hear me too much, then I'm terrible and I failed.
But now, let me put y'all on this new mix though.
What are you drinking there? Yeah, you got that
it's
new
called
mix?
the new mix El Jimador. It's like El Jimador is like it's a tequila. So it's like a mixed drink.
Yeah,
like
mixed
tequila
drinks.
and stuff. It's pretty good. It's like that Cayman Jack, like I was telling you a while ago.
Cayman Jack.
That's kind of like that, but the Mexican version, straight from Mexico.
I
don't think they don't sell these here. They don't sell in Mexico, but I think they do like at the little what do you call those, not the taquerias or whatever, the meat markets and stuff, or like the Mexican little stores and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I think they'll probably have them there, but other than that, and like these right here, these you definitely won't find here. This is straight from Mexico too.
Straight from San Felipe.
San Felipe, Guanajuato. Arriba GTO. Nah.
Dang, yeah, I tried one of these jimadores at Hector's house. It was pretty good.
These
a little
are
different, but.
Yeah, no, these are pretty good. Like, this is like the Victoria brand, which they only have in Mexico.
Right.
It's kind of like the Michelob, I guess you could kind of say. But this is like same thing. It's a mixed drink. It's a mango with some chamoy.
Hell yeah, sounds good.
You want to try it?
Try some later.
No, I don't want to spread the COVID, you know what I mean?
But spread the COVID. That's crazy, man. So right now, how is work? Are you pretty busy up there right now? How's it looking?
I mean, only on like holidays and stuff.
Right.
So, like, since COVID, well, I know COVID's bad now, but like, you know how in the beginning where it's like,
are you still required to mask up at work?
Yeah. It's like on and off. Like, at some points we don't. Like since like the COVID cases are rising.
Right.
Like, we have to now, but like a couple months ago we didn't. It was it was optional. You like, some people could, some people didn't. I always wear mine, just to be safe. I don't want to get anybody sick. And then plus, I got 2 nieces now. Like, one's 6 months, or I got 2. They're both about like 6. One's 6 months, another one's, I'm not too sure. Like 1 month. One's 1 month.
I mean, you don't want to carry that.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to do that to, like, I would feel so bad. Like, if I got one.
No, definitely. You got to take care of the little ones. Family comes first, man.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
And then like I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but like I've heard like Mexicans are more like they could catch it more, like
more susceptible to
exactly.
A wave.
Exactly. Like, I remember I seen the percentage or whatever. I was looking,
But where'd you read this?
Twitter. But I mean, hey,
all right, you're Mexican. You're, it's more likely.
But I've heard it in the news too. I've heard it like on the CNN and stuff.
But do you think maybe it has to do with something that we eat? Because Mexicans, we be eating that good.
We be eating that good stuff.
I don't know. It just maybe it correlates to people who use salsa Valentina on their chips. Because come on, all right, we're the guys in between. You got your blacks and the whites, and then we got the brown people. The people in the middle are more susceptible to catching it.
I don't know. I mean, that's what I read. I don't know if it's true. They be making stuff up all the time.
It's a theory.
It's a theory.
It's one of those theories.
Yeah.
And we got plenty of them. We're always talking about theories in the car, and one of those topics was, do you believe in aliens?
I saw that the other day.
And
I was watching that Joe Rogan podcast with Elon Musk yesterday.
Oh, dang.
And he was saying that. I mean, he asked Elon Musk, he's like, hey, do you believe in aliens? He's like, if there is aliens, then they're not showing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, they're being real subtle about it or whatever. Like, I feel like if there is, there would be like some information.
Oh, already.
Like something. I feel like there's like the pyramids, for example.
Right.
Like they were saying like, oh, they're so precise in like the way it's built, and like if
true.
it was like even like millimeters off or whatever, like it wouldn't work. Yeah. But yeah. And then I remember them saying like Elon Musk, you know how he wants to like build civilization in like Mars and stuff.
Right.
Joe Rogan was like, he's like,
can you imagine
he's like, how do you trying to make like civilization like in Mars, but you don't believe in like
aliens,
seeing something like aliens on the way there or like whatever.
Right.
I mean, it makes sense.
I heard a podcast today that they're trying to get
But either way, it's scary if you think about it. Like if there's aliens, then that's scary. But if there isn't, and then we're the only ones here in the universe, that's kind of scary.
They've been pushing this whole alien agenda on the
news. And then recently on the news,
or Snapchat news.
Yeah, and then
they're like, oh,
even like during COVID, they came out with the videos, like had a video of like saying UFOs are real or like stuff like that. I don't know if you saw that either, but I mean,
but it's
all
trending.
of that. But I mean, it's
it's like they've been pushing that agenda. I guess I don't know, the government, you could say, they've been pushing this whole if people disappear, it's gonna be aliens, but I think it's all a hoax.
It's a hoax.
I was listening to a podcast today with Theo Vaughn, and they were like, you got the upper ups, the higher people in society. They're trying to build some homes and stuff or whatever, a town, a city in Mars. Yeah. And they're gonna be hosting meetings, and we're over here shopping at Walmart. I was like, dude, I don't know. This just sounds a bit absurd, honestly.
Yeah. I mean,
imagine I'm gonna go back home, and you're gonna jump on a spaceship and then travel to Mars. Like, how long would that take? Like, people don't even want to jump on a plane to travel from New York to California.
And like that same podcast with the Elon Musk, Joe Rogan asked, he's like, how long does it take, to get from here to Mars? And you have to like time it perfectly when like our orbits, kind of intersect in a way. And he said like from there it'd be like 6 months estimate. But he said he could bring it down to 3.
He said he could bring it down to 3 in a Tesla.
Did he? In a Tesla. And then he asked him, he asked him too if there's a way you can make like rockets like how you make Teslas, like they're not electronic.
Right.
And he said, nah, like you couldn't.
Nah, you gotta put some gas in these bad boys. Ain't no battery gonna take you to space and back, I'll tell you that much.
You like them Teslas? You like the Teslas?
I'm not too much of a fan of the look, but I feel like they have their own swag.
When you have a Tesla, bro, it's like, okay, like.
I mean, it's cool.
Pretty cool.
I
think it's cool.
I think the coolest thing about them is obviously their launch, because they'll go from 0 to 60 or whatever, and without an engine and no sound. And it's pretty cool.
I like the little cameras, the big old like iPad.
The
big old iPad they got on the fan. You can play like games and stuff. And that's what I like about them.
I mean, they're pretty cool.
I feel like I still.
I was looking up one. I was intrigued by one, and then I was like, it's the Tesla Plaid. And I was like, if it's 60, something, maybe in the future we could. Yeah. It was like 120. I was like, nah, I can't afford that. No. Not unless.
Better off with a Toyota Camry.
Not unless I get signed by YouTube or start getting some paychecks pretty soon. Yeah. But maybe if I do, I could do a review on the Tesla Plaid. If we get my subscriber base up. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to follow my boy Yvonne, because I'm gonna leave his social. I'm gonna leave your Instagram.
I've always wanted to say video. That. I always want to say like in the description down below.
I'll leave it on the description.
Like, subscribe,
below. Follow the link.
Put it down in the description down below.
And speaking of social media, I had a couple questions. I posted like a little questionnaire on my IG, and my boy Martin is gonna. My boy Yvonne's gonna help me. Nah, bro, it's because Martin was just here.
Dang, you just called my brother. If y'all don't know, Martin's my brother. He was in the last podcast,
and he's actually here right now.
And he's right there.
He's over there in the couch. Netflix right now. Bring it up.
Dang, bro, that's messed. It's kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, bro. Nah, that's okay. Let me look for it. Okay, and then I'll say the questions, and then you'll answer. Okay, so the first question is, who inspired you to do the podcast? Like, what? Yeah, who inspired you to do the podcast?
I think you did, bro.
I did?
Yeah.
I remember we were talking about it once, and you're like...
Well, I remember being in the car one time when we were headed out to Austin, and then, we talking about
we were
podcasts.
talking for days.
On cloud nine, but we were like all thinking of these ideas that honestly, had we written them down, we'd probably be selling them. Yeah. So I'd probably say my friends did. Honestly,
yeah, I feel
because conversations that I have with them, I felt like that's what's led me to... I don't know. And then I find like other people interesting. And then I feel like people don't know you, but maybe if you shot a video, they'd have like some insight as to how you think or, things you like to do. I don't know. But I always thought that was interesting.
I feel like Joe Rogan is a big part of that too, though.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
And I think I got you watching
Nah, you did, bro. I when you first told me, like, dude, podcasts are lit, podcasts are cool. They're interesting. And I was like... Nah, like I didn't really think of like listening to podcasts. To me, it's just like watching people and like just listening to people talk. I didn't pay mind to it. But then I watched that one episode with Joe Rogan. No, it was the Joe Rogan and then the Snoop Dogg.
That was the first one you watched?
That's the first one I watched.
I feel like it's pretty interesting because like you sit there and you listen to these conversations and you actually like learn something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, I didn't think that. And there's some people that I know, like friends of mine, that are like, I don't like podcasts, and I'm like, that's fine because I didn't. At some point, I was like, podcasts are dumb. And then one time,
but that's the wave, bro. That's the wave now.
I guess what really happened is that I was at work and. I didn't want to hear my music because sometimes you hear your music. And
it gets boring. It
gets
boring.
I'm like, I don't want to hear this.
Like I like
garbage.
I ain't gonna lie. I like music is a big part of my life.
Yeah,
it is like a really huge part. But at the same time, you just get tired of it. You just keep hearing the same songs over and over and over. And you're like
TikToks, videos on Instagram. You hear the same the songs you like. You just hear them over and over. Like know what? I kind of don't want to hear music. Yeah. And that's what got me into it, really.
And you tell me like at work, that's all you do. You just listen to podcasts. That's crazy.
I'll go through like 3 or 4 of them a day.
Dang.
Literally.
And they're what, like at least 2 hours?
Well, the ones I'm listening to now, they're Theo Von, so they're like an hour.
Oh, okay. That's
but when it's like Joe Rogan, I'll listen to 1 or 2, 1.5.
Yeah, those are long.
Sometimes on my car rides to work, on car rides back, Or sometimes I like listen to like a sermon or something. I don't know.
I remember you telling me that you're saying like you like waking up in the morning, like early in the morning, and then listening to podcasts. So that was your favorite thing to do.
It's just. I mean, when it's not a work day, like, and you're driving, let's say to Austin,
and you got like you're not thinking about you're not going to work. You just woke because it's a different feeling when you wake up early and you're like, oh dang, I gotta go to work. Like it just.
Well, it's just like my mentality. I don't want to go to a busy state. I want to go to where I'm gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, you wake up early. Like I've seen like I'm always on Twitter, but like when you wake up, it's like a little meme. And when you wake up early to go to work, and then you're like, you're all dragging around. But like if you wake up early to go like on a on a drive or like when you're going on a trip to wake up early, you got to go like on a trip or whatever. You're like all excited,
dude. It's just those trips, dude. We got to take a road trip.
Dude,
actually.
yeah,
it'll be a whole vibe. And then I like drinking coffee. Seeing the sun come up, drinking coffee. You feel the cold weather, and you feel the heat start to increase as the hours pass by. But
I'm not really a cold weather. No cold, but I don't like cold.
I love it. See,
I know you do.
So I got to work today, and I was had my jacket on, and 10 minutes later I was like, "It's hot."
Yeah,
I walked
it felt really good today.
Jacket, listen, like, "Where's your jacket? Where's your jacket?" I was like, "I'm warm.
I don't need no jacket,
dude. Call me Jacob from Twilight."
Hey. And he's Mexican.
Minus the muscles.
Minus the muscles.
All right, bro. What's the next question we got?
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Let's see. Why haven't you posted no drum clips? Because I know you got your own Instagram for that, right?
Yeah,
tell the people.
I got my own Instagram for that, and I haven't posted anything. I actually answered this question on one of my first podcasts, and it's because the neighbor. Well, I tend to get home late. We always got things going on with soccer or whatever. Yeah, and then. I was drumming late, and then my neighbor came and knocked on my door.
I know you telling me
crank it down, and then
you can't be doing that around my neighborhood.
It's like I have to have something set in stone, and then I'll come record. So I'll try to do that for the very few people, because I don't really have that much of a people that will ask me for drum clips, but I'm working on that.
You're pretty good with instruments. Like you can play the drums, you can play the guitar.
But I feel like, if I compare myself to like people
I've always
that are
wanted,
advanced, dang, you're like...
I've always wanted to learn how to play guitar.
I feel like it's a gift,
Play some corridos.
Dude, that bajo sexto. With a little accordion.
Yeah, that'd be...
What else you got?
Where are you doing your podcasts at?
Next question.
Don't give your information.
Like, I don't know exactly who.
What location? You don't want to give your location.
All right, I don't want to give you the coordinates, but I'll tell you that I'm doing them close to home.
Close to home.
Yeah, I'm doing them at home.
Nah, guys. Yeah.
This is.
We're at the Edgar's house.
We're at my crib.
He got a
right
long
now.
little studio.
I'll tell you, it's my crib. I won't tell you
bro. I like this. I like how you did it, like the whole little.
And then
lights, and then like you got the pictures going
when
on.
I walked in this home, this is what I envision. I envision like, obviously I'll do like work and stuff here on this laptop and whatever. But I envisioned, the kit there, and then I didn't envision the podcast until after I started listening to them. I was like, I think I.
You know what you need to do? You need some noise canceling little things on the wall. I don't know if you've seen those before.
Bro, but then that'll kill like the whole like. I guess in the summertime, I like to come in here and I like to open up the windows. Like see people drive by or just sip on some coffee, read something. I don't know. It's just the whole vibe.
Yeah, you're right.
But
all right. Here's another question. What's the most important thing you've learned in life? That's tough. That's a tough question.
What would your answer be to that?
I just feel like respecting people. I mean, like if you respect someone, I feel like they should respect you back in a way. You think so? I mean,
that respect people, yeah, but
I
feel like
treat others how you want to be treated in a way.
That is a very good lesson right there.
I mean, that's a hard question. That's a hard question to cover.
Because I guess I can answer that in three ways.
There's so many. I feel like there's.
I guess I can answer it in a spiritual way. I can answer in a physical way, or or something that my parents taught me.
Or just don't take anything for granted as well.
Yeah.
Because I've always thought in my head like there's people that don't have like what I have.
Right.
So like everything that I have, like there's people who don't have iPhones. Those people don't even have like a house to live in. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I just try to. Don't try to take everything for granted.
I can't. That's probably.
That's probably what.
I feel like that's one of my answers, because I feel like I'd have one more. I'd have more.
Because I feel like what's the word? Like I'm blessed to have like everything that I have, and then I got my parents who else has like worked hard for everything that I got pretty much. I mean,
I feel like
they raised me, so.
I feel like through God, I feel like I just learned to value everyone alike. It's kind of like you don't want to be racist. You don't want to make differences in people, and you just I feel like through him, I just want to value everyone equally.
Exactly.
I don't want to I want to if I treat someone right, if I love someone, I want to love someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless of so that's one of the things, and just like you said.
Just don't take anything for granted.
Exactly.
You only get one try at this life game. So I mean,
that's why we're here shooting this podcast.
Exactly.
Because we want to make it count.
Exactly.
Yeah, boy. What else you got?
Let's see.
We got more questions that I.
You don't want to leave with no regrets.
We're gonna answer one more, and then the rest I'll probably cover in my next podcast.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll say there's like a couple more. I'll just be like, how many siblings do you have? That's one of the questions.
I have 3 siblings. I have 2 brothers. I got 1 sister. If you follow me on the social realms, I don't really post too much, but
yeah, you don't want
to.
You don't want people to know your next move.
Well, that. But then like it's kind of cool. Like you know somebody, but then like 10 years later, you see him hang out with somebody. Like, who's that? Like, oh, it's my brother. Like what? You didn't know?
Yeah.
You know. So to me, it's kind of cool to not let people know everything. I like
Yeah.
the whole element of surprise.
Oh, I'm gonna answer the questions, but I got 5 other brothers and sisters. So let's say my oldest, he's like 30. His name is Jose. Right. And I got Maria. You know Maria, right? Right. And then Esmeralda, Maria Martin. It's my bad. I just forgot him. He's over there.
I remembered him. You forgot him, dog.
My bad.
He's gonna watch this.
Nah, it's okay. He's chill. But it's Maria Martin and then Esmeralda and then me and then Andy.
Andy Dandy. Boy, that's a big family, bro. And then at times like I forget something. Like I remember like I was like I forgot that you had sisters, and then I forgot that you had an older brother, and sometimes it just feels like it's you and Martin. Exactly,
because we're just always around, you know.
Because I'll see Andy, every now and then, but it's like, oh, it's just 3 of y'all. It's like, oh, it's Maria. Oh, it's Esmeralda. Oh, it's Jose. Yeah. I'm like, dang, dude, this is crazy because you forget, and I feel like people will forget that I have a sister, and
I forget. I totally forget that you're
Gregenstein.
I totally forget you're related to your sister.
Josh, Abigail.
Shout out Josh. Hey.
Josh. If I brought him here, this dude would he would choke. I don't know.
You think so? I'm choking.
He'll sweat up a storm.
I'm choking right now. Just kidding. I'm chilling now. I mean, at first, I was like I said, since I have like a little anxiety thing going on or whatever, like I was iffy, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come support my guy.
Hey, dude, I wanted to have you here. I wanted you to, say.
And I like doing stuff. Like for some reason now, I'm starting to do things out of my comfort zone. Right. So you know how like yesterday. And then again, I went to San Angelo. Right. And I went by myself. Usually I don't do.
You always go with somebody.
Yeah. Usually I don't be doing something like that. So like I just been stepping out of my comfort zone lately, and it feels good. It feels good.
That and when else do you think you're gonna do a podcast? Like
exactly.
I don't know. This is weird to me because you post it on YouTube and anyone can watch it, and then you can reference it back at some point. And I don't see nobody. I don't see me doing a podcast with somebody else anytime soon because no one I know does them. But so I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you did this. That was pretty cool. Hopefully you go viral. You get to that Joe Rogan status.
Well, I mean, if I hit 100 subs and then go from there, then that would be the dream goal, man.
100 subs? Hey, you gotta take it one step at a time.
One step at a time. So hit that subscribe button, bam. Hit that like button. It helps trigger this algorithm. Helps put my promote my videos. Yeah. I'm gonna ask this last question, and because I know that I want your answer, and then I'll give mine. It says, "What is the most?" No, sorry. Have you ever had an anxiety attack? And tell us how. And you kind of.
Yeah, I kind of already put in. Like I said, I was at work, and then the person that I could reach out to at the time was my sister Maria. Right. And bro, I would have like I said, I would have chest pains and stuff, and then I felt like I couldn't breathe. Right. And then I'd be like, hey, I would tell one of my managers or whatever. I'd be like, hey man, can I take a step outside real quick or whatever? And then he's like, yeah, that's fine. Because he knew, I had already told him about it. So I would take a step outside, and then, bro, I would just start crying, dude. It was crazy. Yeah, and you know me, do I ever cry? No. Exactly.
I've never seen you cry, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I would just, I would get chest pains. And, it was something, I'd never felt before.
That's strange.
Something I've never felt. And then, I would just step outside, and I was, cop in my car, and I'll just start crying, bro. And I call my sister, she's like, you'll be fine. He's like, just don't. He's like, whatever you're thinking, it's not real.
It's not real. It's just temporary.
Yeah,
You got a pretty good support system.
Exactly. That's what I'm happy about. My family, they're always there for me no matter what. Yeah, even though I'm kind of reserved in a way. I don't like this.
It's pretty tight. They keep.
Yeah. I'm kind of reserved in a way, and I don't really tell them what's really kind of going on in my life. Right. But when it gets serious, right. I'll reach out. I'll tell them hey. And then there's at times where it got so bad where I remember we were at my sister's house in Bernie. We used to live in Bernie, and I just felt there physically, but in my head, bro, Like mentally, I was out of it.
Like,
it felt like a dream.
You were like, were you depressed?
I guess in a way. I guess you could say that.
I guess my answer to that question would be that I don't really feel anxiety. Like I feel like sometimes I do. I think one time we were in Chicago and we were at the pier.
Yeah.
And there were so many people. It was like a wave of I don't know how many people, but it was just so. And it was 4th of July. Obviously, it was flooded, and I think I kind of felt anxiety. That was probably the only time I can think of really. And then Chicago is pretty sketchy sometimes at night. And we had to walk back to our hotel room, and it was kind of we had to walk like maybe a mile or so. But I guess that's the only time I really felt because we were just so crowded. I guess it's similar to how you would feel at a Travis Scott, one of the shows out there in Houston or something. But
that's so sad how that happened, bro. Like,
I've never had anxiety to cry, but I feel like I've had depression. I went through a few months of depression one time, and I did cry.
Yeah, a lot of
I just wail. Just like you said, it was like I couldn't explain. I couldn't escape that feeling, and it was just it was just a rough couple months.
Yeah, that whole time for like a good week or two, bro, everything felt like a dream. Everything didn't feel real, and I would have the worst thoughts in my head, like, what would have happened if I wasn't here? You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like nobody would care if I killed myself in a way. But I didn't never.
You weren't thinking suicidal.
I wasn't thinking suicidal. I was just thinking I feel like no one would care if I was actually gone. Nothing would change.
Well, that's that's why I have you here. You're here right now, and
and a lot of people literally no one knows that about me except for my sister.
Right.
And I ever told you that before?
No.
I don't think so.
No, and now the podcast.
Now everyone knows.
YouTube knows now. The whole world.
But I mean, it was an obstacle in my life that I got through. So.
But that's just one of the things. I told people in my circle, you're in my circle, and then I have my brother, and then you have your brothers, then Adrian's got his brothers, and we're all kind of in a circle. So I was like, we're
connected my circle. In a way.
I have to have my circle here. To me, that's how see, you said no one would care. Well, I would care.
Yeah,
your
but I never
would care.
But the way I think is why would I reach out to somebody if in reality do they really care? That's what I was just thinking, the worst thing in my head. I just felt like no one would, I didn't really think anybody would I would think, how would they help me? They couldn't. I have to go through this myself. You know what I'm saying?
You get your internal battle, but
exactly.
Then again, externally, I reach out to the people that I feel care about me. I feel like my friends, you guys, y'all care about me.
But that was but like I said, my sister Maria, she was the one I definitely reached out to, and she said that she would always say the right things to me, and it just made me feel so much better.
It'll
definitely help
bring
me
it
out.
all to pass.
Yeah,
but
now, like I said, that was I want to say 2 years ago, or
during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Hey, but now you're here, bro.
But now I'm here.
Look, we're over that.
I'm bigger and better.
And look, I'm here. If one day you if I die or you die, hey, dude, we shot a podcast before it, because I could go to work the next day and die, but you came out, you supported this podcast, and hopefully it takes off.
It was kind of tough, but like I said, gotta support.
Well, hey,
support
you got
my guy.
me. You got your fam, you got your sister, you got a whole list.
Mm-hmm.
So, just wanted to tell you that. We fam, and
facts.
I'm glad you came down. You showed up. You were you just had a good meal with your family. You had some a good time celebrating your birthday. It was my buddy Ivan's birthday, and
24,
big old 24. Dang. So if
I feel I feel old, but then I don't.
Nah, 24. You do.
20.
If you wanna,
I feel old. Nah, I feel old, but I mean. You can't go back. You just keep going forward.
Just enjoy it right now.
Exactly.
It's nothing, dude. It's wait till you get. I'm not at 30 yet, but
we need to celebrate though.
Yeah, we gotta celebrate. And right now we're probably gonna go grab some grub or something. I don't know what the deal is, but
I don't know. Keep drinking some whatever we got.
Some new mix.
Yeah, already.
But I appreciate the fam tuning in. I don't even know how long this is rolled. This is probably exceeded the amount you ever see.
I thought it was just gonna be 30 minutes.
Yeah, and to me, that sounds easy, but that's actually hard. Like you think, oh, I'm gonna just say a couple words and then I'm gonna leave, and then it's like, dude, bro, you need to check yourself before you. Yeah. You know, and
I'm not the type of person, you know, like to be front to front, like speaking. You know what I mean?
Especially
I'm more quiet, you know, like introverted.
Dude, we gotta get you. You know, just wait till.
But then
if you get more, you know,
if you give me a couple more,
a little Red Bull and some Deep Eddy.
Oh
we're gonna be lit quick, boy.
Yeah.
But hey,
that's one thing about me. If you get me lit, man, I'm more out there.
He's, you know,
for sure.
I've seen this firsthand. This guy's wild, man. Y'all watch out for this cat.
I don't know, man. I just start like, you know how we go out and stuff, man. I like to dance. Like when I start drinking, man, it's like dancing.
You get this
like
energy. You just
that's one thing about me, bro. I love to dance. A lot of people probably don't know about it.
I can relate to that feeling. I mean, I don't get it dancing or anything, but I know what you feel like. This
like
energy.
you just like
I
you
feel
want
like you know I get this.
You get that confidence, right?
Confidence,
you get that sense of confidence. It's crazy.
When like they say, "Hey, open gym," I'm like, my mind goes to like, I'm hyped up, you know, like stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
We all got different ways, but I'm always hyped
everyone
up.
got their own thing, you know.
Like something just fires me up, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
well, Ivan, dude, I appreciate you having, you know, coming to the crib.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully this video doesn't take long to upload. Probably do a little B-roll, a little intro, and hopefully my.
I had a good time. I ain't gonna lie, I had a really good time.
You think this?
Yeah,
cool?
I'll do this again.
We gotta run it back, but now I gotta get a couple more mics and get the rest of the fan base in here. We could do a four-way combo right here. We talk some theories, some aliens, some Area 51. I've never been there.
Remember that time that
You've been to Area 51?
No.
You've been to Arizona, no?
I've been to Arizona, but I've never been to Area 51. But you remember that time where like everyone wanted to rush to Area 51?
Oh yeah.
You remember that? They were like that Facebook post or whatever. They're like on this date.
People out there camping out like it was some kind of iPhone sale.
They're like on this date we're all rushing in Area 51. It was the saddest thing ever I saw on the news. I remember just like
crazy. Man.
Oh my
a bunch
God.
of idiots out there. No disrespect if you were one of them, but if you were, then you know. It's all good, but
that's funny, bro. The things people come up with on the internet,
bro,
it's crazy.
It's Sav is short for savage, just so you know. Yeah. But hey, man, bro, appreciate you coming out.
Sir.
We're gonna close this podcast with a couple words, and you guys stay tuned, and we're gonna let the mic roll for a couple seconds after this. So, peace. This is 43 minutes.
That's good. That's a good spot. We did pretty good. You like that? You like how we did that?
This is perfect, bro.
Yes, sir. Dang, bro. I like the way that went.
Now, all right. I always do this.
The uncut scenes.
Ivan, the mic is still rolling, bro. This is like I said. This is like deleted. Or what do you call
the
it?
hidden footage,
I
know what you mean.
Like the Marvel, what do they call?
The uncut scenes or the deleted scenes that didn't make the cut.
Or actually, it's more like
I know what you mean.
You know what it is.
Yeah,
bro.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I said it last time. I don't know how to forget this stuff. This happens to me all the time.
I don't know, bro.
I think I'm suffering from.
Don't
Alzheimer's.
expect me to know, cause I ain't gonna know.
It's called. I gotta know.
Have you seen the new Spider-Man?
It's pretty lit.
Pretty freaking lit.
Good. I want to
spoil it. Kind of want to spoil it. People had time to watch it, so.
If you haven't had time to watch it, I feel bad for you.
Spoiler alerts coming.
Spoiler alert: Spider-Man dies.
Which one?
Which one? Because there's only one, obviously.
Oh yeah, shoot, you're right. I mean, there's only one Spider-Man.
But there's also a black Spider-Man.
Yeah, Miles Morales. Do you like that movie?
Which one?
The Miles Morales, the Black Spider-Man. The Spider-Man. Have you seen that?
No.
You never seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
It's a good movie. It's pretty good.
Talking about Venom.
No. The Miles Morales. Are you talking about Venom?
Mm-mm.
Oh no. There's a Black Spider-Man. The Miles Morales one, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, the cartoon.
The cartoon one.
I've
yes.
seen that one. The legit one, or like a.
Yeah.
No, I haven't checked it out, but.
Yeah, it's good. You need to watch it.
It's
kind of like the new. It's kind of like the new one in a way. Like the No Way Home.
It is like they did a remake in real time.
With the real Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
No offense to
Miles.
No offense to Miles Morales.
El chupapimonyeño.
Yes, sir.
Ivan, if you have any last words to say to your fan base right here, right now, and you tell them, hey, you need to listen to this podcast so you can hear the post credits.
The post credits. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
What would it be?
What would I tell them?
Well, what do you got to tell your fan base right here? Because you have people that follow you.
Yeah.
You know, you got your fans, your creeps, and then you got people that stalk you. I know you got a stalker. We're not gonna reveal their name right here. Hey, you probably got more than a couple stalkers.
Nah, I don't think so.
But if you want to say something to them directly, like to stop leaving like love notes in your car, or stop like trying to tailgate you. Or,
you gassing me up too much. You lying. But just tune in, man. Tune in to the EDCAST. And the EDCAST podcast. I like how you came up with the name. Because it comes like your last name is Cast. Right. So you get the podcast. So
that's exactly.
That's cool.
EDCAST podcast.
I'm not good with that type of stuff. Like coming up with cool.
But I'm actually thinking about an actual like show, like a name for like to actually have a show, because I think when you want to try to add this to Spotify, you have to actually have a name. So that's why I'm thinking of Tell It How It Is.
Tell It How It Is.
With EDCAST and special guest Ivan Jasso.
Yes, sir.
You heard it here first. That's probably what I'm gonna go with. But if you hear this right now, shoot out an idea. And since you made it this far, I'll listen.
You can get your fan or your following to be like, hey. Or you can ask them, hey, come up with
keep it my inner circle too.
Oh,
but if you stayed here to this video this far, then
exactly. You're a true fan. You're a true subscriber,
and I respect your input. I want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, exactly.
So I appreciate you listening, my boy Ivan Cast. Like I said, we're gonna leave his IG on the description. You can follow him and keep up with him. And he's also single, so
yes, sir.
I'll let your boy. And if you play basketball, then tune in Sunday,
7 p.m.
7 p.m. sharp.
I won't be there, but I gotta work. I gotta work, man.
Dang.
Hey, bro. It is what it is.
Well, we're gonna cut this audio out.
All right.
Peace
we
up,
out.
Fam. We out. It's
we out. Gang. See ya.